Hello everybody. Hasn't been a while since I made a video. That was due to technical issues mainly, but I also was quite busy working on my new book, To Hit or Not to Hit, and I'm in the final stages now, and I really hope it will be out by May. So, to the technical issues, I had a visit from my good friend Rainer Birkle like 10 days ago, and he fixed it all. And so I thought I should make my first video about something that is related to him. As you may know, he invented the learning method with Anki cards. That's how to study backgammon with these cards. And at the beginning I was a bit skeptical, but now I bought into it. As you can see, I have so many decks created by him now. Many of them about certain subjects. Some of them also you can buy from his webpage. So like bearing, early game positions, and other stuff. And there are others that are where I just sent him positions where I made a mistake, and he creates a deck for me, a learning deck. And so I can review my mistakes and quiz myself and try to get better this way. Also, there are some decks you can see here, UBC final between Mochi and Sander. So if you want to try out to see if you can do better than them, there are the positions where they made bigger mistakes, all kinds of stuff. And for this video, I sent Rainer my matches from the UBC Contender from 2020. As you can see here at Dirk's UBC 2020. So I will open it now. I mean, there are so many features that you can put here, but I won't go into that now. You can find all this on Rainer's webpage, and he has made some tutorial videos how to use his Anki decks, so I won't go into that now. I will just go on study now. And the reason why I chose positions from matches that are almost 4 years old now is that I probably won't recall what I played in the original, since I know that was a mistake. So it will be interesting to see how present-day Dirk will do in positions that Dirk from the past got wrong. And so I think without further ado, we should start here. So for 2 to play. My first instinct is, I think, just to bring 2 checkers down and risk, how many is it? 6 numbers that hit me. But probably these hits will be fatal, so maybe I should look for a safer option. I think the only alternative is playing 10 to 4, and that's B, because I don't want to stack on my 6 point, or 9 to 3. I don't see any sense in that. Leaving more numbers, 10 to 4 only leaves 3. So in this case, I think, since my instinct told me to bring 2 checkers down, having a nice distribution, if that works, I can make more points. I have a feeling that I did that in the original, but probably I would do it again. So let's be honest and choose A. And yeah, as expected, 10 to 4 is better. So no evolution here. Reason why 10 to 4 is better is simply it's fewer numbers that leave a shot, and actually after 10 to 4 I have a pretty solid position and not many, or maybe no short leaving numbers at all. So three numbers is a lot. Certainly, if you weaken white's home board or white's structure, probably my play would be more attractive. But okay, here we go. Same mistake as 4 years ago. And you can see these buttons here, again, hard, good, and easy. So here you can just determine how quickly you want to see the card again. So I will, although I made a mistake, I will go on easy, meaning the card will appear like in 3 months again, because I don't want it to appear in case I make a series out of it. So I make more parts of this type of video. I don't want it to appear again on another video. So I will click on easy for all of them. So let's see what comes next. Okay, 4-1 to play. I think you have to hit, and the question is, do you want to step up or bring a checker down? So what would I do here? I think I wouldn't like to strip my midpoint, and it feels like I should step up. So again, I can't recall this position. The advantage of bringing a checker down is that like that you can try to build your home board in peace and have another builder. And if you step up, your opponent will use the opportunity probably, if he can, to hit you loose. So maybe I changed my mind. Maybe actually trying to build the board against 4 back checkers is actually better, and leave the escape for later. So I will change my mind here. I will play 39. And also I'm trailing, so I want to be more... And I cubed already. This is another factor. So I want to be more aggressive, and I think bringing a builder down should increase my gammon wins. So I changed my mind. I go to A. And this time evolution. But you can see my first instinct was to step up, like it was 4 years ago. But this time, actually, it seems like I learned something. So, and indeed, now you can use a feature. I mean, I can show you this. I mean, we have this small position here, and you can see at other scores, like which is the best play at DMP, and maybe at gammon safe I should have stepped up. No, it's very close at gammon safe. So that move actually is correct at all these special scores. So at least one position that I did better than past Dirk. So, okay, easy. And by the way, I hope you will try, before I give you my answer, you will try to find the solution yourself, or decide what you would like to play. So that's a good method to test yourself as well. So here, again, same game it seems. 7 away, 3 away, 6-3, 12-3 I can play. 12-6, 4-1, why should I do that? 12-6, 3 off. Okay, so I really want to win a gammon here. So I feel I have to take checkers off aggressively. Normally, you don't want to have 3 checkers on your rearmost point. So does that. But on the other hand, like that, I don't leave double shot. So, okay, I had a bias, or maybe I still have it, to not take enough checkers off during bear offs. So I will go against my bias, and I will take the checker off. And again, I found the correct play this time, and so that's the second one where there is some evolution visible. So glad could find the right play. And actually here you can see a difference now when you take the position down. You can see a DMP, for example, when it's only about winning, you indeed 12-3 is the safest play, wins you most games. And certainly at Gammon Safe it should be best as well. And at Gammon Go, where you really need the gammon, the difference is much bigger. So this is a very nice feature that you can see the solutions also for other scores. Okay, so that was it wasn't easy, but I don't want to see it again, so press the easy button. So now we have a back game, and it's Crawford. I don't mind losing a gammon. Double deuces to play. Okay, timing is terrible. This is a difficult one. So, do I switch to a 3-point game? That's the question here, maybe. 11-7, so what are my chances when I give up the back game? Pooh, this is tough. So I feel the back game, I mean, it doesn't seem to work out. So I definitely would move a checker to the 22 and make my bar point, and then maybe 11-9 looks nice. So then I have aces, 3s and 4s to make a 5 prime and 6s to run out. So yeah, let's try out C. Again, I have no recollection. I don't know what I did, so I will try this. Okay, so that's okay. 11-9, 11-7. So yeah, this is almost as good as making the 5 point, and no, 11-9, 11-5, keeping the back game. So what did I do? Okay, I stepped up with 2 checkers. Also not a very big mistake. When you send positions to Rainer, so he can create a deck, you can specify the parameters. So for this deck, I told him to choose that he chooses to choose all the positions where I made a bigger than a 30 mistake. So you can also choose other parameters. For example, tell him, okay, I only want to see my blunders. I only want to be quizzed on my blunders. So that's, of course, fewer cards, and you only see your biggest mistakes. So, but here, even my play is not a super big mistake, but at least there is some improvement in my decision now, so I'm glad about that. So let's go to the next one. Another back game. So this time I own the cube and I'm leading. So I certainly don't want to play a back game here. And the question is whether I should hit. Doesn't seem to be the right idea. Then there is 39. But then what else should I do? I definitely don't want to break my midpoint, so I guess I have to hit. But then I also want to keep my prime. So, I mean, I think I would do A now. Oops. This I made exactly the same mistake as last time, 4 years ago. Yeah, I still, this one is really, this mistake I don't mind at all, because yeah, I really don't see the point in breaking the midpoint, and so often it is wrong. So I mean, I should look at it more closely and analyze the reasons, but this is a complicated position and the mistake is not enormous. So, okay, I mean, you're bound to make mistakes, so this doesn't seem to be too terrible. So let's move on to the next one. Back in. So if I had known what I have gotten myself into here, I probably would have chosen an easier deck, another back-in position. So what's the goal here? So I probably will get a shot, but it seems like a little bit later, maybe in 2 rows or something. So right now I need to build my board. So the most attractive to me is C right now, because that enables me to make my 4-point with the next roll and really have a very strong front position when I get my shots. So yeah, nowadays I think I will play 7-4. Okay, good. So, and in the original, 4 years ago, I felt the need, it seems, to step up to the 22, to not roll something like double fives, but I have plenty of time to get the third checker on the 24-point moving. So, again, happy that I found this one now. So, let's see what comes next. By the way, I changed my tactics a little bit since I need to think about the position first, at least like 20 seconds, half a minute. I'll now always press the pause button to have time to think about it so it doesn't get boring for you. So here, I think black is 5 away, race is about even, black threatens to make the deuce point. I don't even know whether I'm white or black actually, so it's a bit weird. So I would think that black can double here, and white has a very solid position, and so the take is very clear to me. I mean, even at the score when leading 3 away, 5 away from white's point of view. So is that a cube already? I mean, at this score I would chip it. So let's press double take and see what comes up. Okay, it's not a double. Well, okay, so same mistake, and I doubled in the originals. So, but its difference is not so big. I mean, it would be a big no double for money. And now I'm really curious because Rainer generated the deck with a brand new feature, and that's called Score Matrix. So first time I see it, and let me bring up the position so we can have the position inside. So here you can see, for example, what's the cube, where at which scores this position actually is a double. And for example, whenever white is 2 away, you can see that here, it's actually a cube, and at 4 away, 2 away, it's even a small pass. I mean, the numbers here mean, here it says, the numbers in the cell show the size of the error each player in millipoints, for each player millipoints if the wrong action is taken. So for example, at 5 away, 2 away, if white had passed this, it would have been a 426 error. Or at 4 away, 2 away, white 2 away. So if white passes this, white takes this. Actually, the correct cube action is double pass. If white takes this, it would be a 28 mistake. So this is really great. I won't spend too much time here now to go through all the scores. For example, at 4 away, 3 away. So when Gammons win me the match, you can see it would have been actually a blunder not to double this, but it's still an easy take. So I think that's a great feature. Lots to learn from that, to get a feeling how to change cube strategy at different scores. And yeah, so I guess we will get some more cube actions, and so we can see some more of this stuff later on. But for now, let's just continue. So the score is 5 away, 1 away Crawford. So that means I can, or gammon wins don't matter to me. So of course the best way to win the game is just to achieve a closeout, and probably if white dances, it would be much better to have played something like 13-6. But here I have the feeling, since I'm still stuck on the 18, I rather want to make my 5 prime and then mobilize my back checkers, hopefully. So I think I actually will play, although 11-5, 7-6 also looks nice. A little bit more flexible, gives me good force to attack. So how important is it to have a 5 prime here? If white enters, I really don't know. I mean, when in doubt, I would make the 5 prime, but I don't have a high level of confidence here. So let's make it, the same. So you can see the biases and tendencies even after 4 years, they are still there, it seems. I mean, it's a natural play, probably, but 13-6, so give me good 4s and 5s. So okay, understand it. Not a super big mistake, but still gotta work on that. So it's just like, it feels like when you're not sure how bad can it be to make a 5 prime, but here you just want to have the builders, and as I described before, the easiest way to win is achieve the closeout and then get your checkers home. And certainly if you diversify your checkers, you have better chances to achieve the closeout. Can understand it. So here, 7 away, 7 away, no special score here. So I think 3 deuces are obvious. Enter, make the 4 point, and then the question is whether to lift the blood on the 9. And I mean, I know that it feels a bit bad to leave the blood there because you might get attacked and then the opponent steps up, but that's really like a little bit of an irrational fear. I think the strongest play here is simply B, make the 4 point, leave the blood on the 9 and threaten to make a 6 prime. And if white doesn't roll any really good number, I probably will be able to cash the game with a cube even. So I have a strong preference here for leaving the blood. So let's see. Okay, so B was correct, so it's why it appears in green. And this is actually really a big blunder. I didn't expect it to be that big, but I was too scared of this scenario that I may get attacked and then I have another blood. But keeping the 6 prime slotted is the most straightforward way to win. So I'm glad I got that right. And let's see what comes next. So this is probably just a follow-up position and the cube action. So score is normal, and I have the stronger prime, better timing. He has a blood on his ace, and I can just simply escape, and if he doesn't hit me, I lost my market by a mile. So I think I should cube this, and I think he should take it. So let's see. So double. So no double. Okay, that's really a surprise. And again, I did the same mistake. It's not really big, but I just don't have enough market losers, unfortunately. And if I just roll something normal and he rolls something mediocre, he probably still will have a take, and I have some better opportunities. So let's use this nice new feature again and see at what scores I could have doubled. For example, let's take a score like interesting. For example, at 6 away, 5 away. So 2-1 down in a 7-point match, the double would have been correct. Or at 7 away, 5 away. So I don't want to go through all these scores now. You can see the different adjustment that you have to take. But yeah, I really think it's cool to see it with one view and color-coded where this position is a correct cube. So here my opponent is completely crunched, and it's really unlikely that I lose this game. And question is whether I can squeeze out some more gammon wins. So the ace should be 2-1 for sure. And then it's really itching to play something like 8-5. White has some horrible numbers like a 4-2, for example, and then I can hit, and so that greatly increases my gammon chances. Probably the DMP play simply is something, 13-10, 2-1 or something, but that loses outfield coverage, and I mean, it's really itching to go for more here, and so I will try C. And okay, that was a little bit too aggressive, but at least, what did I play? 9-6, but 2-1. Same idea, but a little worse the execution. So what we learn from here is the 3-point board is still too strong to do a play like this, and as you can see, 13-10, 2-1 wins almost as many gammons. So point is, when you get hit probably and he gets one checker home, then you lose some gammon wins like that. So the increasing gammon wins is less than I thought, but at least I executed the idea a bit better, but it was still a mistake. And let's check, probably even at gammon go, it's not the correct play. Yeah, you can see it's at gammon go, it's almost the same, so it doesn't matter what you do. But yeah, a little bit too greedy here. And still I am too greedy. And I was too greedy in the past. So here I'm leading 4-0 to 7. And yeah, for me it's so difficult not to make the 5-point here. I know the midpoint is stacked, and so this is why 14-8, 13 and 13-10 with 2 checkers, making the 10-point looks nicer maybe, but these checkers on the 10-point, what are they for? They are to make an inside point. They are surface builders, so then I can make the point right away. So for all practical purposes, I think how bad can it be to make the 5-point here? So I will choose C now. And again, you can see I haven't changed much. Maybe evolution has stopped. Yeah, it's indeed better to make the 10. So I don't know if this is a little bit score dependent. By the way, you can see when you got something wrong, it's in red and it shows from C to B what you are supposed to do. So let's just check how score dependent was that. So even at the normal score, it's better to make the 10, and it's actually only better to make the 5 point at Game & Go. Okay, learn something here. Still not a super big deal, and that's what I said. How bad can it be to make the 5 point? Not very bad, but it was a small mistake. So 3 away, and yeah, to be honest, my gut feeling tells me I should hit on the inside. It's so much stronger. I mean, that means C, hitting on the 5 point. That play is so much stronger when my opponent dances, and also there are some bad 6s, and yeah, I'm down in the race anyway, but I have him outboarded, so it just looks so much better if I hit on the 7. Of course, that's more solid, but what have I got if he anchors? So let's go with my gut feeling. Most of the time my gut feeling now was my gut feeling back in the day, so I repeated my mistake. I hope this time not, but we'll find out soon. No, this time I actually improved, so this time a little bit of evolution visible, so that's nice, and I guess we can just move on to the next one. So this is seems like a follow-up position from the last one, and actually I have a hard time seeing the problem here, because okay, I enter on the 24, he's got a blitzing formation with 11 checkers in the zone, so you definitely don't want to split. So, I mean, what else can you do? What are the options? Bar 21 should be the worst, and 7 to 4 and 13-10. What for? So I simply would slot the 3 now. I'm curious what I did, but that should be the right play. Okay, so that seems that I had like a little brain dead moment there in that match 4 years ago, because that's just, I mean, it feels obvious that you shouldn't split into a blitz, and well, what can I say? Only that I'm glad I didn't repeat the mistake, and I think most of the time I should find it over the board, really no explanation what happened 4 years ago. So let's just move on. So 3 away, 2 away. I think the score doesn't matter much here. Again, I have a hard time to see anything else but play A. I don't want to break neither my 7 nor my 8 points, so basically that's the only play then. So yeah, I will just play A. And okay, this is really okay. What did I do? I made the ace. Okay, so my play now is a small mistake, but a big improvement over what I did. Why did I make the ace point? I think I was afraid to give up the mid, and I should have been, but then I simply should have made the deuce point. But I can perfectly understand, it looks so ugly with 3 checkers on the deuce point. So I don't mind my play at all, but I certainly do mind my play from back in the day. That's weird, to be honest, but okay. So this one, yeah, small mistake, but nothing too serious. So this will be the last position for this video. So if you like this format, I will continue. That's just now 15 out of 60, so I can make a multi-part series out of it. So please press the like button if you want to see more of this, and if not, that's also fine. Soon I will play some matches, and I will try to do some live commentary. Also, I'm part of the Stream Champs team, so there will be other content coming up. So you decide if I should continue with this format, but let's now have a look at the last position. So, if I step out, I think I will play 6 to 5. That's just too cute a play to duplicate 4s. I mean, 11-10, play D. I mean, that just gets the checker on the 11 to a worse spot, and stepping up to the 23 also looks, and exposing myself to an attack also doesn't look right. So the choice is between B and C. 13-8 of course also makes sense, but it's just like white has the stack on the 6 and the extra checker on the 5, so I think white would be really happy to be able to attack on the 4, and since it's the last position and this is a nice, maybe it's just duplication for duplication's sake, but it looks so nice to play, I will press C. Yes, happy that I found the correct play here. Yeah, what did I do? Yeah, I should have noticed that actually when you have the 4-point mate, the extra checker, the checker on the 10-point, 6 pips apart from the mate point is not the right spot, so I definitely shouldn't have touched the checker on the 11 point, so I'm glad that I didn't make that mistake again. And yeah, the other options are a little bit better, and indeed you don't want to stay on the 21 point when the opponent has this kind of blitzy formation there. So glad I got the last one right. And so I will wrap it up now. So if you are interested in studying with these Anki decks, I recommend you to go to Rainer's website and contact him. Also, you can go to my website. There is some Anki content as well, and even though I'm quite busy, if you are interested in lessons, you can leave me a message there, or maybe you're interested in purchasing the theory of backgammon. So just go to my webpage and check it out. And I hope you liked this video, and I hope, of course, that it won't take me again a year or so to produce something more. I'm quite confident that the next video will be out soon. So take care and bye bye.